Alright, so in today's video, we're looking at turning an old sealed beam motorcycle headlight from our 83 CT110 and turning it into a replaceable beam. So I have this. This is from Dr. ATV. It was $9. It was made for CT70s as an economy model headlight with a changeable bulb. I ordered it probably about a year and a half ago, thinking it would fit my 75 XL100. So I ordered this headlight thinking it would fit an XL100, my 75 that I used to own, but it didn't. So I just kept it around just in case I ever needed it for something. So the bulb just barely fits in there. Now I could just solder it in there and call it done, but I'd like to try and take the twisty bit off of this housing and attach it to here somehow. Figured I'll just try that first. Uh-oh. Hot. Not too bad. I should have paid attention to where that knob was pointed. So that was pointed directly across from the mounting hole. Something like that. Okay, now like guys, the original bulb was soldered into this headlight, but I'm thinking with the solder that I have here, the bulb might get, or the headlight housing might get warm enough to melt it or at least loosen it, and then I wouldn't be having a ton of fun. So I think I'm gonna stick to good old JB Weld. So I still don't have JB Weld, but I have this Gorilla epoxy. Looked on the website, it says it's good up to 180 Fahrenheit. So I'm just gonna hope that this headlight won't reach 180 Fahrenheit. I think it should be okay. Ah! I'll have to clean that up with a Dremel. But I think that'll bond up pretty good. Like like to note that I did sand both pieces with 180 grit to give the epoxy a little something to bite to. Okay, we'll let that cure. The other thing I want to do to this bike today is change the ignition switch. You know, you may notice it doesn't have one. Well, I got this one from eBay for a whopping $16 US with free shipping. And to do, I think we'll put the gasket on between the switch, or the frame and the nut. Oh, don't tell me it doesn't fit. Oh, we squeezed her in there. Not so soon. Now it's giving me trouble here. The little rubber boot is giving me crap. There we go. A little paper plastic looking washer, and we'll thread the nut on. Beautiful. Okay, so we got our epoxy all set. It's been about 24 hours. And we're gonna put our headlight back in and see if it works. Should. I don't see why it wouldn't. Alright, so here's where I'm at for electrical. Headlight works, or worked. I had low beam until I revved it up and it popped the bulb. Because on these Hondas, your headlight power comes directly from the stator, has its own coil, doesn't go through the battery, and it goes right into the headlight. So I revved it up and it blew the low beam. I still have high beam. So I'm going to have to get, I see online there's some regulators you can put in line on the headlight feed wire to just to regulate it. So I'm going to try that. But working on signals, and I got, if I can find the switch, got left turn, the rear as well. I've got right turn, although it's a little slower. I think I've got a bad ground on the rear, because the rear is also very dim, and I've got a flickering tail light when it does that, so I've probably got a bad ground in the tail light. And I don't have the turn indicator or the neutral indicator, but I do have the high beam indicator, not that you can see it. And I had horn. Horn's a little iffy. But there you go. Some electrical issues gone through on this bike.